Hello everyone. Welcome to cryptocurrency mobile mining and trading. I'm Dixon, and I'm excited to have you here. After countless hours of research and testing, I'm here to bring you the most reliable, real-time updates, insights, and strategies to help you stay ahead in the world of crypto mining and trading. Let's explore opportunities, learn together, and grow our crypto knowledge and profits, all from our mobile devices. Before we jump into today's big news, make sure you hit that subscribe button, give this video a thumbs up, and smash that notification bell so you never miss an update. Your support helps this channel grow and bring you more great content. Alright, let's get into it. There's a major conversation stirring in the crypto community, and it's coming from a very influential voice. VanEck, the CEO of VanEck, has publicly raised some serious questions about Bitcoin's long-term security, specifically its privacy and its ability to withstand the coming era of quantum computing. This is a huge deal. So let's break down what he said and what it means for all of us. In a recent interview on CNBC, VanEck expressed concerns that future breakthroughs in quantum computing could potentially break the very encryption that protects every single Bitcoin transaction. He made it clear that while VanEck still fully supports Bitcoin right now, they would be prepared to walk away if its core technology ever proved to be fundamentally broken. His exact words were, "We will walk away from Bitcoin if we think the thesis is fundamentally broken." He pointed out that some of these concerns aren't widely discussed outside of the core Bitcoin community. He asked, "Is there enough encryption in Bitcoin? Because quantum computing is coming." Now, what does this mean technically? Well, experts agree that a powerful enough quantum computer running something called Scher's algorithm could, in theory, crack the elliptic curve cryptography, or ECC, which is the backbone of the network's digital signatures. This is the technology that keeps your Bitcoin safe. Beyond the quantum threat, VanEck also highlighted another growing concern: privacy. He noted that Bitcoin's public ledger allows anyone to track transactions. He said, "When you move money around on the Bitcoin blockchain, you can see it." This lack of privacy apparently pushing some longtime Bitcoin holders to explore alternatives, specifically privacy-focused coins like Scash. Speaking of Scash, it's been having a phenomenal run lately. The coin, which uses advanced zero-knowledge proof technology called zk-SNARKs to shield transactions, has seen a massive surge in interest and trading volume. Scash, ticker ZEC, recently jumped above $700 and has climbed back into the top 20 cryptocurrencies by market cap. Its trading volume has been one of the highest in the market, right behind giants like Ethereum and Solana. Even with some small daily dips, ZEC is still up over 200% this month alone. This rise seems to be directly linked to the growing conversation around financial privacy. And VanEck isn't a lone voice in the wilderness on this quantum risk issue. The debate is getting louder across the entire industry. Ethereum's own co-founder, Vitalik Buterin, recently issued a stark warning, saying that elliptic curves are going to die if quantum machines advance as quickly as some predict. He believes the cryptographic systems that secure most blockchains today could become vulnerable, allowing attackers to forge signatures and steal funds. Even traditional finance giants are taking this seriously. BlackRock, the world's largest asset manager, has explicitly listed quantum computing as a significant long-term risk in its Bitcoin ETF filings. This shows that the big players are planning for this possibility. Researcher Scott Aronson has even suggested that it's a live possibility that a powerful quantum computer could emerge much sooner than we expect. Of course, not everyone is sounding the alarm. Many experts believe this threat is still decades away, giving developers plenty of time to create and implement quantum-resistant solutions. So, what's the reaction from the Bitcoin community? Well, it's been mixed. Some longtime Bitcoin advocates push back hard against VanEck's comments. Samson Mow, the CEO of Jan3, completely dismissed the idea that Bitcoiners are flocking to privacy tokens. He responded directly, saying, "You shouldn't be speaking on anything Bitcoin whatsoever. Stay in your lane." This shows a clear divide in how the community perceives these potential threats. Before we continue, if you're finding this breakdown helpful, please take a second to hit that like button and subscribe if you haven't already. And if you have any questions or your own thoughts on this topic, drop them in the comments below. I read every single one and I'm happy to start a discussion. Now, let's talk about the market context for these comments. VanEck also touched on Bitcoin's recent price action. He mentioned that the current downturn we're seeing fits into the typical 4-year cycle tied to the Bitcoin halving. Looking ahead, he described 2026 as a likely big negative year and suggested that savvy investors are already starting to position themselves for that possibility. As for the current price, Bitcoin has seen a significant correction, falling more than 30% from its record high in early October. It recently slid to just above $82,000 before seeing a brief rebound to around $87,000. This volatility is a reminder of the market cycles he mentioned. So, to wrap it all up, VanEck's comments have really brought a critical question to the forefront, one that the crypto industry can no longer ignore. Will Bitcoin's original design, which was created long before quantum computing was a mainstream concern, remain secure and private enough for the decades to come? On one hand, you have the very real technological threat of quantum computers and the existing privacy limitations of the public ledger. On the other hand, you have a passionate community of developers and advocates who believe in Bitcoin's ability to adapt and overcome any challenge. This is a developing story, and it's one we will be watching very, very closely here on the channel. The solutions to these problems, like quantum-resistant cryptography and privacy-enhancing technologies, are already being researched and developed. The real question is whether they can be implemented on a network as massive and decentralized as Bitcoin's in time. What do you think? Is the quantum threat overblown? Or is it something we should all be taking more seriously? Are you looking into privacy coins like Cash, or are you sticking with Bitcoin for the long haul? Let me know your perspective in the comments. I'm really curious to hear what you all think about this. That's all the time we have for today's update. Thank you so much for joining me. Remember to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell to stay ahead of the curve with all the latest in crypto. My name is Dixon, and I'll catch you in the next video.